For more analysis on this, let's bring in Sami Al Ardan in Istanbul. He's the director of the Centre for Islam and Global Affairs at Istanbul Sabahattin Zaim University. Sami, thank you so much for being with us. So, as we're hearing from our correspondent there, this fatal shooting in Washington, D.C. has already become the subject of political point scoring. We've got Donald Trump's vowing to fight anti-Semitism. We've got Netanyahu facing criticism at home for, quote, enabling these sorts of things to happen with the discourse he and his government are pushing. What do you think this latest incident will mean for peace efforts in Gaza?
Well, we've got to understand that this unfortunate incident is a direct result of near 20 months of genocide taking place in Gaza. People are very, very frustrated. Governments are doing nothing. America is complicit in this genocide that has claimed tens of thousands of Palestinian victims, the majority of which are women and children, hundreds of thousands of injured, 2 million displaced, and on top of that, a policy of starvation that is nearing 80 days. People don't know what to do. They've done everything possible to get world leaders to do something about it, but no one has been able to end this genocide. And that frustrates people, and they start doing things that are extremely unfortunate. We've also got to understand that spinning this as being religiously motivated or ethnically motivated is not correct, it's not true. The guy was saying Free Palestine, so obviously it's politically motivated, and therefore this is a direct result of the policy of permitting genocide on the world stage.
Are you concerned, though, that this does come at a time where it was looking like things were shifting in the direction away from pressure was mounting on Benjamin Netanyahu globally to end the war in Gaza, but does this risk Netanyahu being able to shift the attention away from that pressure he's facing and onto what has been called an anti-Semitic attack in Washington, D.C.?
I don't believe so. I think the pressure, yes, has been mounting, but the response has been, it's not just weak, it's been non-existent. He came yesterday with a press release, actually with a press conference, claiming that the only way he's going to end this war is that if all his conditions are being met, including, I might add, that he wants the complete expulsion of Gazans from Gaza after the genocide. Who is going to accept this? The world hasn't been able to put enough pressure to end this war. Now, this incident comes as a sign of frustration, but I think it's going to galvanize the whole world, is that this can really get out of hand, because there could be copycats, and this is going to be extremely, very dangerous, not just on every Jew in the world, but also the whole international system is going to be confused because they are unable to stop genocide. And now people, lone wolves and others, could be taking this in their own hands. And that's not good for the stability and for the humanity and for the world that is seeking justice, not revenge.
Yes, and happening as this has on US soil in Washington, D.C., coming just after Donald Trump has visited the Middle East and been in background talks around potentially moving towards peace talks in Gaza. How do you think this latest incident will affect progress there from the US side?
Well, I certainly hope that Donald Trump realizes that his policy of backing Netanyahu and the fascist Israeli government is not going to pay off for him. It's going actually to drag America into more chaos, more wars, more complicity in this genocide. And therefore, let's hope that he's going to pull the plug and make one phone call to Netanyahu and says, end it now. If he wants the captives to be released, the only way to do that is to end this war and have the aid continue and resume to the Palestinians, the hungry Palestinians, the starving Palestinians. If he wants the situation in the Middle East to be stable, these are the only things that he needs to take. But so far, his Zionist cabinet, his Zionist people within his cabinet and within the government have had the upper hand because they are complicitous with Netanyahu.
Sami Al Arian, Director for the Centre of Islam and Global Affairs at Istanbul Sabahattin Zaim University. Thank you so much for your time.